Hi guys, how are you today? This is Tara. I'm on your Facebook group there for all survivors of abuse, and I'm hoping actually that this video can land there. I have been thinking about it for a long time, and I know a lot of people shared this idea of actually getting vocal to be able to like speak live with each other, like in a virtual chat room. I read recently, I know because a lot of us just like write our stories, but I personally haven't been able to write anything really, just because of the fact that I just don't find it very, it doesn't resonate with me to write as much as to speak. I feel like the throat and the voice just need to be opened up, and I feel like that's like a central part of what went on, of like the whole abuse situation that we all went through. I think it has really a lot to do with the voice and the throat chakra having been closed down. If anyone knows the chakras, it's just like the energy around the throat and the voice, and that having been shut down, I think, was basically a major component of the whole abuse process, and that's the reason I think where I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And I didn't know, of course, and I still don't know if it's going to be allowed to put this on Facebook. I do hope that, I think June Ingram is the supervisor, whatever, that she'll allow this video, and then maybe we can, maybe each one, whoever wants to, whoever has the longing to be able to say, to make their own little video, just so we can get to know each other, and then maybe get together to arrange a virtual chat, or something like that. There's like I think a group chat platform on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't used it yet. But right now I'm just kind of showing you I'm not showing myself here because I'm sitting in the sun. I'm just showing you my view out the window. Manhattan, you can see some of the landmarks there. Empire State Building right in the center now. It was orange all night. It was lit up orange all night, so it's really, really fantastic having the view now in the sun. And I needed the sun today because I have to tell you, like, since I haven't done this live, and I've been wanting to for a long time, I could literally feel my throat chakra just at some point just like closing in, and this morning I felt like really symptomatic. Oops, sorry about that noise. It's some kind of construction, I think, across the street. Sorry about that. So this morning I noticed that my throat was kind of closing up a bit. I started coughing a little, and I'm a person that's very spiritual and very in tune with the energetic fields, and I thought right away, okay, this is it. This is why, this is happening, because my energy I need to be able to express myself, in that way, like, because it's been suppressed, and I think it is. I mean, I don't want to speak for anyone else, but I'm hoping that other people resonate with that. I think like the voice in itself has been suppressed for a long period of time. I know it has in my life, in my case, and sometimes we don't even know exactly how, to what degree we have been suppressed, and whether intentionally or culturally or subconsciously, we don't even know it until we actually say it, like until we start using that voice that was inactive for so long, and start using it loud and clear, improving our communication skills. That's something I definitely had to learn over the years. I mean, it was definitely a huge symptom of my abuse. What I experienced growing up, was that I was suppressing my own communication, of course, by not speaking, and a lot of it was, of course, learned. It was taught to us as kids. Sometimes it's a cultural thing, that saying children should be seen and not heard. But a lot of times it's just very, very manipulative older people around, family, parents often, very often it's a female, older family member or relative, who they tend to speak for the child, who is actually very gifted in the communications field. And and it seems like subconsciously everyone knows that, right? And they're basically attacking the gifted person, right? So I've been realizing this. I've been kind of putting this stuff together through spirituality, and like I said, I work with the chakras and the energy fields, and that's basically what I wanted to kind of be able to bring across, if it resonates with anyone else. And I'm sure it will, actually. I mean, right now I'm just showing you guys the view out the window. Sorry, there's a lot of sirens right now, but otherwise it's a gorgeous midday with the sun, huge white disc there in the center, and I have my flowers here from leftover from Christmas, really, with the white poinsettia. And I also have my lemon water, because of course there is a biological component when the throat closes up. So this is my New Year's cup, and I got my lemon water in there. So I wish you all a fabulous New Year. I hope you celebrated wonderfully, and I also have these stones here, which I also bought I think just before the New Year, and that was kind of just like a love at first sight purchase. I had gone in for a black tourmaline, which they say grounds the energies, and then this green heart stone jumped out at me, and the other two, selenite and amethyst here, which are also great for balancing out energies. And so I feel like they literally saved my life too over the holidays. And there's always a lot to I guess process, and I think the really huge thing with us, from a childhood abuse situation, really, I think, is to do with being vocal and getting the message across and getting our truth out. Because I had over the years a friend who I was able to speak to very well. She's possibly my best friend for decades, and that was her main point all the time. Was what she spoke of the most was always getting her truth out. And basically we only had each other. We didn't have, it was very limited around us, our families and everything, and you could tell that, that we were basically always just talking to each other. And I think going out farther and actually speaking louder, in a sense, going live, going online, but actually using the voice is so much more important than I always thought. And just writing doesn't do the trick, obviously, because that's a visual thing, like you're looking at it with your eyes, and of course you're interpreting it with your brain, or you're processing it, but it's not using the throat chakra. And I think that's what was suppressed in a lot of us. And I would really love for a lot of us to be able to kind of work on this, to be able to communicate with each other, and just see, if we can, if we somehow learn more through that, and actually maybe recognize other things that we hadn't before, hadn't and until now recognized, through the way that we speak and how we project our voice. I think oftentimes I was very quiet in the past compared to everyone else around me. I think that's a big symptom, and I was afraid to speak out after years of being told, oh, she's shy, she doesn't talk well, and having someone speak for me. Not that I wanted them to, but they did it, so it was like done to me. They would speak for me, so that's why I think it's so important for us now to speak for ourselves. So, I mean, you can answer this video with another video, whatever whatever you think sounds good, or if this is allowed to go on to Facebook. Otherwise, it'll be on YouTube, so then you're welcome to communicate there and chat back. Let me know if you have a video up. You can just leave your name in the comments, whatever, however it works. Like I'm not like super versed in this, but I mean I do use both apps, so I think we'll figure it out. Yeah, so I have a lot of topics from there, going on that I could cover, or we could cover together if and whoever is interested. But of course, this is just the first. I mean, this is just like the first couple of minutes, just to kind of introduce my voice. That's all. And I know it's still very weak. It's still very much less than it should be. I think I should come out much stronger in a lot of ways, and especially in everyday life, with other people. And I think that's what we can learn through practice, because I think I've definitely come a long way as well, through practice with people in my life, right? And I think that's a point that I didn't realize for years too, is that the abuse that started in childhood continues on every day in our lives with other people. Because I obviously moved away from everyone that I knew as a child, and then you keep moving away and you keep cutting out people, but then more of the same people come and they try the same kind of tactics, and it wouldn't work, except that I hadn't yet realized, I hadn't realized my problem. And a lot of times I myself, I don't know if this is true for others, I tend to learn through hearing myself vocalize something. Like, oftentimes I've heard myself say things in the past, and then I'd be like, oh, is that actually true? And then it really just hit me after I had said it. It hit me that it was actually true, but before that I wasn't conscious of the fact that it was true. So, and I think this is true with everyone. So that's exactly why so many of us who were taught to keep silent, to not speak for so many years, we were at a serious disadvantage for learning, even to get to know ourselves and to understand other people and what's going on, because so much is learned, I think, through the spoken word. But so I'll leave that to everyone to decide what resonates, and just decide if they want to get together in a chat. Okay, so have a wonderful day, enjoy the sun, and see you soon. Bye bye.